Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge von Star Trek Online. Ja, wir haben eine neue Mission, hoffe ich mal, irgendwo. Leider nicht hier drinne. Das heißt, wir machen das mal so. Und haben diese besonderen Episoden. Das Maß der Moralität.
The long-range sensor arrays in the Trailer system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Na gut. Ja, und schon haben sie das Außenkonzept noch rein angepasst und PK. Gut. Es hat etwas gedauert, bis ich das hier anfange. Los, ja, Transport. Mit unserem neuen Schiffchen. Die Animation gefällt mir. Wie gesagt, das Schiff ist, glaube ich, ganz neu. Und wir fangen sofort an. Mit dem Ladebildschirm.
Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason.
Kann ich mir vorstellen.
So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
Und die Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Na gut, bereithalten wir den Transport. Ja. Seven rüberbeamen, dann machen wir doch mal.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Lado. Gucken wir doch mal. Ach, ich mag's. Was fehlt, klasse. Deswegen spiele ich auch diesen Char nochmal.
Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table.
Analyse.
Creating a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Schilde hoch auf Treffer gefasst machen. Aua. Okay, das sieht nicht gut aus. Hilfe?
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
Wo sind wir?
Scanning. This is unexpected.
Könnten Sie das erläutern? Warum antwortet nur immer Sie? Haben wir keine anderen Leute mehr auf unserem Schiff?
According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system.
Excalibur? Ich erinnere mich an ein paar Legenden über diesen Ort.
Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
Mir gefällt das nicht. Ist es möglich, dass wir aus demselben Grund hier sind?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want.
Viele atmosphärische Interferenzen auf Excalibur. Ich will keine Kommunikation aufbauen.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answer soon.
Einverstanden, Steuermann, bringen Sie uns in eine Umlaufbahn. Ja, anscheinend der Steuermann. beschleunigen wir mal ein bisschen.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
Entschuldigen Sie, Sir, ich habe nicht erwartet, mit Abraham Lincoln zu sprechen.
Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother.
Ich verstehe. Warum sind wir hier, Herr Präsident?
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalbia. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
Achso. Wir nehmen Ihre großzügige Einladung an, Herr Präsident. Wir werden sofort herunterbeamen. Ja, dann gehen wir mal runter zum Abraham Lincoln. Nur einen mitnehmen, okay. Mal gucken, was uns hier erwartet.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Okay.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Okay.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
Was macht Burnham da? Ach man, jetzt hört er auf mir zu schreiben. Und Scheiße. Moment kurz. Mach mal hier. Ich weiß nicht, ob man das hört, nämlich. Ich glaube nicht, aber ich mach mal kurz Discord hier aus. So. Eine gute Kopfhörer an. Was aufzunehmen, schreiben 1000 Leute. Mit Janek sprechen.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions.
Wir hören zu.
In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Okay. Und warum macht ihr nicht einfach beides? Warum haben Sie Gewalt als Bewertung dieser Konzepte ausgewählt?
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge.
Und was ist, wenn wir diese Prüfung verweigern?
Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle.
Kämpfen, sonst wird das Böse zum Sieger erklärt. Das ist nicht wirklich eine Wahl.
The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
Sehr wohl. Lassen Sie uns das einfach hinter uns bringen.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too.
In der Tat. Vorschläge?
For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Gutes Argument. Möchten Sie etwas hinzufügen,
Michael
Commander?
Burnham of the USS Discovery.
Die Discovery Crossfield-Klasse hat ehrenwert gedient, im Dienst verschollen.
Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here.
In der Tat, willkommen im Jahr 2411, Commander.
Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get to this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Einverstanden. Lassen die allmächtigen Wesen nicht warten.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many ex-Calbians who would embrace virtues before vices.
Es ist gut, Verbündete zu haben.
Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected.
Danke für die Information.
Please accompany me.
Natürlich. Herr Präsident, wir folgen ihm.
Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
Gut.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
Das ist Bria 3. War schon einmal hier, genau in dieser
This is a
Schlacht.
safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Waffen bereit machen und ausrücken. Ja, sonst bleibt uns wohl kaum übrig.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans.
Das sind keine Vulkanier, es sind Romulaner.
Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is
Oh.
a lot to take in.
Okay. Romulaner sind Verwandte der Vulkanier, die nach der Zeit des Erwachens ihren eigenen Weg gegangen sind. Ich glaube, das weiß sie doch. Vulkaniern aufgewachsen.
The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
Warte mal. Ist doch kein Geheimnis der Vulkanier, dass Romulaner mit denen verwandt sind, oder? Mein, die ist aufgewachsen, das wurde doch dann älter. Einverstanden.
Romulans of Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. The list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
In diesem Fall handelt es sich um remanische Partisanen.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Klingt nach einer ikonianischen Waffe.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
Das ist eine unangenehme Vorstellung. Das stimmt allerdings.
Some
Ach,
kind of
nö.
constructs. They're using antiproton weapons.
Heralds. Not a good sign.
Damit. No. Okay, was ist das? Haben wir Ruhe? So. Machen wir über den hier.
Those were Iconians?
Nicht ganz, es waren Herolde, Vorboten ihrer Meister.
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it.
Schalten wir es aus und gehen weiter. Jawohl. Licht hier drin anscheinend. Wo ist denn der? Ach, da oben.
LCR and Heralds fighting Riemann combat
Wow.
squads.
Und hier zurückgesetzt, ja.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
Ja, gib doch mal. Nein, oh Gott. Was raus?
You there! I would speak with you.
Okay, du würdest mit mir reden? Okay. Dann rede mal.
Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakiv, but all is not lost. We can still stop them. The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
Okay. Oh, bisher wissen Sie, was hier passiert? Mit den Exkalbianern?
Scalbians? No, Iconians. Hakiv has brought them here. They're putting up quite a fight. I'll need all the help I can get to stop him. Will you help us?
Ich verstehe. Wir sollten Hakiv finden und aufhalten.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Haki really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
Verzögerungstaktik. Finden und zerstören wir den Schildemitter
May
schnell.
not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Gutes Argument. Ausschwärmen. Melden Sie der Gruppe, wenn Sie den Emitter finden. Ja,
Excellent.
Lol.
Hakiv has holed up in the south.
Okay, so
like
geht's
the
auch.
cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice at last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first. Then you can talk about justice all you want.
einverstanden. Lassen Sie das Portal schließen. Also, Dankeschön. Laser, Raumwerfer, Stützturm. Gute Arbeit. Das wollte ich gar nicht. Jetzt wollte ich den mal machen. So, haben wir das hingestellt. Können wir auch mal angreifen hier. I. Der da hoch. Noch was? Hier werden wir noch Gegner angezeigt, aber ich sehe nicht. Was? Das dauert ja mal eine Weile. Kommt hier so ein...
Look out!
Geht er raus? Oh Gott. Au, 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 au. Alter. Das war jetzt heftig. Na komm. So gleich mal respawnen. Diese Hilfe rufen bringt meist nichts. Bisschen übertrieben, ey. Ich bin wieder fast tot, ey. Hilfe, Hilfe. Gott, waren aber auch viele auf einmal plötzlich.
Obasek. So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Talshar's scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
Verstanden. Wir bekommen die Zeit des Überwachen, Commander. Ja, dankeschön. Alter. Jetzt Zeit zu reagieren, ey.
Taking fire over here.
Wow. Alter Schwede, ey. Hallo? Ach, ich stehe schon wieder. Oh, ich werde dich angezeigt. Nein, warum werde ich jetzt hier gehalten, Alter? Das war fies. Nehme ich hier schlechter hier vor mir. Wow. Brauch selber Hilfe. Na, Gott sei Dank, der ist weg.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's done.
Ja, wow.
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Warum nicht beides?
Obasek's
Wir sind
in
mehrere
bad
Leute.
shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Was machen wir? Erstmal Obisek? Oder komm, erstmal Obisek.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnek. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Sehr gut. Lassen Sie uns sehen, was er zu all dem zu sagen hat. Tschüss. In der Zwischenzeit. Okay. Was liegt hier im Raum? Sehr aufwendig.
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Hakiv escapes and convinces the Iconians to pursue a scorched earth assault on their enemies. Millions more die in the following war as a result. An intriguing choice, to be sure.
Es war eine schwere Entscheidung, doch ich stehe zu ihr.
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not the mark of a strong soul. Saving the life of a comrade in the fight against evil was a brave and noble act, one worthy of praise rather than scorn.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Sehr wohl.
Come this way for your next trial.
Na, natürlich, Herr Präsident. Noch irgendwas zu sagen? Ja, gut. Dann gehen wir mal durch.
Any
Sehen,
idea
wo wir
where
jetzt
we
landen.
are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Das ist die Anorax, ein Kriegsschiff der Krenner für den temporalen Krieg.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station.
Ich habe ein schlechtes Gefühl dabei. Ah, no shit, Sherlock. Hallo.
Damage
Wir suchen ja nicht mal mit denen zu reden.
Ship's been a rough fight.
Ja, alles gut hier. Okay, da lang.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
Ach, da lebt noch einer. Okay, jetzt nicht mehr.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
Okay.
Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait.
Yeah.
My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes told in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Okay. Na, war ja klar.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratis. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century.
In der Tat. Wir befinden uns mitten in der letzten Schlacht eines temporalen Krieges.
And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this temporal liberation front.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
Guter Punkt, Commander. Machen wir uns auf den Weg.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
Woher weißt du das? Mal da noch scannen. Filter. Schauen machen die. Okay. Da warten noch mal welche. Auf dich hinter mich zu stellen. Nicht.
This door here.
Ja, das ist schön, dass es diese Tür ist. Da lebt noch einer. Drin.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life
Überall
forms.
hier diese
all
Sender oder
armed.
was auch immer. Löscht ruhig weiter.
Nice try. But you're done here.
Die auch noch. Wer mag mich denn schon wieder? Weg. Geh einfach weg. Oh Gott, die ist hässlich. Oh, die ist aber echt heftig. Alter Schwede, ey. Schwierigkeitsgrad doch etwas leichter stellen soll. Die hält aber auch viel aus, ey.
You
Endlich.
haven't seen the last of me.
Meine Güte, ey. So schnell weg hier.
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
Okay. Das ist toll. Wie komme ich da hoch? Ja, anscheinend nicht, oder? Na. Hoch da. Hoch, da. Nicht hoch, okay. Okay. Stehen aber weg, hab ich gesehen. Och nö. Da kann ich auch noch mit den Akkuschilden auch noch an.
Waste time as you see fit, Vernon. It will be for naught.
Ja, Quack auch noch. Noch was anderes anvisieren. Wieso ist hier immer noch immun? Oh, abfangen. Ach, da war noch eine zweite Verzerrung. Na gut, die war leichter als die da.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Scheiße. Können wir den hier auch noch rufen. Los, greif an, mein Dino. Die waren auch leichter als die da. Los, Dino, komm. Alle verschwindet gleich wieder. Ach, und da haben wir doch unseren werten Freund.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another?
Na, beide mich schon vor.
You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time.
Geben Sie auf, neue. Ihr wart hier, jetzt.
I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious.
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility.
Geht da schon wieder los.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself.
Dino.
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time. If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Roy. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
Dann mal hier die Sachen ein. Los, komm, neue. Eigentlich so widerspenstig. Das noch ein paar Minen noch hingesetzt. So. es geht doch schon wieder los.
I'm so close. I won't let you win.
Und jetzt von zwei Seiten. Die Arschgang. Alter, au. Unfair. Unfair, habe ich gesagt. Geht weg.
The core is ready. I end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans.
Und nur jetzt kommt auch noch. Und jetzt kommen noch diese ollen hässlichen Missgeburten. Los, komm.
No! I've come too far. This time I'll make sure you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle.
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Ein Formwander.
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all.
Okay. Ich würde einfach sagen, gut gemacht. Wo ist sie denn? Ach da.
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
Denken Sie, dass dies den Konflikt beenden wird?
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
Richtig.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him.
Ja, stimmt, der Kampf war vorbei.
Maybe we can still do this the right way.
Fahren Sie fort.
This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
Oh, einverstanden. Wir müssen die Dinge richtigstellen oder die Manipulation der Geschichte hat all das begonnen. Zerstören wieder Anorax und beenden es. Okay, das ist diesmal eine schwerere Entscheidung. Ich meine, auf der einen Seite, klar, Zeitreisen sind scheiße. Wenn wir ins Gelände haben in Star Trek, dann das. Führt immer dazu noch mehr Kuddelmuddel. Andererseits kann ich auch verstehen, dass sie so ein bisschen Mord verhindern will. Wo ich da jetzt nicht persönlich nicht so viel Mitleid habe. Komm, machen wir es einfach mal. Einen temporalen Anstieg auslösen. Wird mir jetzt alles schlimmer?
No! I've come too far. This time I'll
Ich war auch neugierig, was passiert.
you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle.
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
Noy, look out! She's a changeling!
Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted.
Nö, sollen wir jetzt gegen die kämpfen? Nein. Doch. Verdammt.
Impossible! How dare you!
Kämpfen also gegen den Wechselwald. Irgendwie ist sie da unten reingepackt in den Boden. Wir können immer noch auf sie schießen. Oh Mann.
You could have kept silent and let that thing execute me while wearing the face of my wife. But you didn't. If you are willing to save my life now, perhaps you're willing to work toward making things right for all who have been lost.
Ein ehrenwertes Ziel.
Indeed. Very well. It appears the time has come. I speak for my forces, and I surrender. The Battle of Procyon 5 is over, and with it, the Temporal War. I'm trusting you to do the right thing here. Don't make me regret that decision.
Das wähle ich. Sie haben die richtige Entscheidung getroffen, Noja.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends.
Okay. Wo denn? Da, okay. Tschüss.
Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here.
Daran habe ich keinen Zweifel. Auf geht's.
Let's return.
Mal gucken. Wo ist er denn? Ach, da vorne.
The founder ended one life to save trillions, yet you undid her efforts to save a dangerous enemy. The founder was killed. As a result, the Dominion falls to disarray, and the Herc invasion ravages 3 galactic quadrants before it is finally stopped.
Warum zerfällt das Dominion, wenn nur ein Gründer stirbt? Das ist doch irgendwie unlogisch. Ich glaube, wir haben letztendlich das Richtige getan.
To kill a man in cold blood, even an enemy, that comes with a terrible burden to bear for the executioner. Delivering Noi to justice was an admirable decision, one the founder could have easily made herself. Doing so would have saved not only her life, but the lives of many others as well.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
Wenn Sie darauf bestehen.
This way.
Okay, noch eine Prüfung. Na dann. Sehen wir mal, was diesmal erwartet.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
Ich erkenne es auch nicht, Commander.
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Jawohl, finden wir eine Lösung. Schnell. Was mir auffällt, das sind alles Bodenmissionen. War nicht einmal Weltraum.
Science officer's log. Saw 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry.
This is a recent entry. The area is deserted. We need to know more.
Okay.
Science officer's log. Control found us.
Ah, ja.
We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out, comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities.
Okay, anscheinend Burnhams eigener. Ein
Everything
Logbucheintragung.
matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. That's even possible. Do
Verstanden.
you have a question?
Erzählen Sie uns etwas über Control.
Control is a sophisticated artificial intelligence created by Section 31. It was originally designed as a threat assessment program, but it evolved into something terrible. If it collects the sphere data, Control will pursue a path that ultimately leads to a complete loss of life in the galaxy. We cannot let that happen.
Erzählen Sie uns von diesen schweren Daten.
The sphere was a life form. It was extremely old and collected a vast amount of invaluable data over the course of its life. It passed that information on to the crew of Discovery before it died. Control did everything it could to acquire the data, particularly the data on artificial intelligence. It wants that data to achieve sentience. If that happens, it's all over. Control will be unstoppable.
Dann sollten wir dafür sorgen, dass es nicht passiert. Mhm.
We were so close to this. To failure. To death.
Okay, mal gucken. Ach, hier sind wir jetzt.
We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console.
Ja, na gut, machen wir das mal.
Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next.
Ach, für sie ist das ja nicht lange her, ne?
Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents.
Mit seiner Geschenke raussetzen.
Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
Jawohl, viel Glück, Commander. Mal gucken. Dass das hier wirklich so funktioniert.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot. So make it count. No pressure. Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation. She's here! Do it! Do it now! Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. Interesting.
Ja, das wird wirklich interessant. Hallo.
I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me.
Wie können wir helfen?
Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives.
Verstanden. Machen wir uns an die Arbeit. Den. Mal los.
How?
Mhm.
The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
Alter, was wird das denn? Was ist das sein? Leiteli. Und Landry. Und Damage auch, sorry. Wow. Oh, Damage gemacht, ey. So, locker. Auch noch ausgeschaltet.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional.
Ja, was denn?
Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Wo denn? Wie denn? Was denn? Wo denn? Hier nichts. Ich würde gerne den Boden magnetisieren, aber... Hä? Da guck ich mal rein. Oh, okay. War wahrscheinlich schon erledigt. Der Text haben wir später.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
ich da irgendwas drücken? Aber wo? Wenn ja.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor.
Ja, wo denn? Hä? Ich checke nicht, wie ich den Boden magnetisieren soll. Hier kann ich nichts tun. Okay, ich checke diese Aufgabe nicht. Right, aber macht keinen Sinn. Weil ich hier nichts drücken kann. Wie soll ich denn bitte den Boden magnetisieren? Ich habe nichts zum Magnetisieren. Ich will mich nachsteigen.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor.
Ach, hier ist der Pfeil. Gott. Warum? Hä? Nicht gesehen. Der macht auch nichts. Jetzt. Was schon mal gerade aufgebaut hat. Na gut. Ich weiß nicht jetzt, auf welche Konsole ich muss, ey. Aua. Was willst du noch?
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Na komm, mit's.
Give it another blast. Magnetize the floor again.
Ja, würde ich gern.
Good. One more shock should finish it off.
Das klingt doch gut.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Na komm, mit. Nur für eine KI ist es aber ziemlich dumm, so wieder auf die Plattform zu laufen.
Hurry! Magnetize the floor. Finish it off. I did it. It's down. Ah! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
Was sind unsere Optionen?
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Meine Beine.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake.
Okay, wir löschen die Seriendaten.
Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile.
Okay. Das war jetzt merkwürdig. Warum kommt jetzt eine Alternativversion von 7 of 9 raus?
She's dead. The spear data is gone as well. Shock of removing it must have been too much for her. I just watched myself die.
Es tut mir leid, Commander.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites.
Zusammen mit etwas von ihrem genetischen Material. Ah, verstehe, deswegen. Betont, also eine neue Version von ihr erschaffen.
Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Einverstanden. Wir müssen zu ihnen durchkommen. Das ist zu weit gegangen.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end.
Okay.
My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place.
Ich denke, wir haben genug von ESA 5. R4 gesehen. Gehen wir.
Come along, my friends.
Mal gucken. Stimmt, ist wieder alles vollkommen schrecklich.
How quickly you extinguished a wealth of knowledge. And to what end? Your decision to eliminate the data also claimed the life of the Red Angel. Control continues to exist, and the fate you sought to prevent will still come to pass.
In ihrer Prüfung dieser Simulation, ja.
Preventing Control from gaining access to the sphere data was a just and necessary action, despite the cost. While the entity continues to exist, it is vulnerable. Precious time was purchased this day, time that, God willing, will allow brave souls to find a way to stop Control and bring an end to its inhuman march of destruction.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
Wer weiß. Der Hilfeschütze, okay.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
7, Commander Byrne, Ihre Meinung?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnik and see what they think of all this.
Wohl wahr. Jegliche Einsicht in diese Prüfung oder die möglichen Ereignisse wäre sehr wertvoll.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
Wir bleiben hier und beginnen Teil 2. Aber nicht mehr in dieser Folge. Hier mache ich jetzt Ende. Hat mich gefreut, dass ihr zugesehen habt. Und wir sehen uns dann bei Teil 2 wieder. Bis dann. Tschüss.